Yes, sir.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Tennessee Titans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Come back here. Come.
And they'll run with a second-round pick from April's draft. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. This is 2nd and 8.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Here we go, here we go. 76.
Well, they go with a tight end carry. Given free on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction, because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Ready?
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this under a heavy rush, reception. Down he goes. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. 70 up, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Ward. He'll try and do this himself. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Throwing is Ward. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown! Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
Throwing now is Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This defense for the Titans, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
All right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The quick feed by Jackson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Big Lion. Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk set.
To throw, here's Ward. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. The Titans at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Street. Ready. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. 79 Broncos.
They give it off here to the tight end. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Ward. Now they go screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Go, Reed, go. Go. Ready.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
Ward to the right side and caught by Eilmanner. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Let's go. Ready, ready.
Throwing now, Ward. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Go.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
Check smash, check smash. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we're running here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Stroud looking to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Still going inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
4th down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Now 2nd and 9. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 10 more there and another 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 7 o'clock, Cougar 19.
To throw is Ward. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Ward now working out of the gun. And a catch right side by Evans. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Texans.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Now Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Houston.
Hunter Henry. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go, come on, come on. Set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's 3rd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just...
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to DK. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Ready! Ready!
They hand off to their big tight end. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check smash, 2! Let go!
Here's a give up the middle. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Ready, break!
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Over the middle, he has a control. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Okay, break! Check, Bobcat!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have retaken a third-quarter lead. Now the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Titans 21, Texans 17.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Strong return to set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. Oh, that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Sanders is good.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Smash Bronco! Panther 60, Panther 60.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Titans use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point attempt to follow here. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Titans 28, Texans 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Got his man down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Stroud working out of the gun. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That's another Texans.
Here we go. Why, Tony? Tony.
Throwing now is Stroud. Pass complete to Dell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal.
Here we go.
At the 8-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Stroud. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, they were successful in one sense. They completed the pass, but still leads them to a tough 4th down situation, doesn't it?
It does, and the deficit more than 3 here in a 1-score game. So the field goal, not their ideal situation. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick,
19 Tigers,
tick.
19 Tigers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Tennessee, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.